Good evening, everybody. Tonight I'm going to speak about the tools of the trade when going on a hunt. What I normally carry with me, as well as my shooting partner, are two-way radios. In this case it's the Midland LXT300. This has got a range of about 10 kilometers, so we are in constant communication with each other, thereby not crossing each other's line of fire. What I also carry with me is a Garmin E-Trex navigational aid, or shall I say GPS, and that is obviously to make sure that when you're out in the bush you don't get lost and you can actually find your way back to base camp. I also have what is called a lead lens M7R, which is a flashlight which is normally mounted on my rifle. My particular rifle of choice at this point in time is the Sam Yang Snipe. This particular flashlight has got a concentrated beam of about 235 meters, but I suppose in the real world 150 meters at night, 100 meters should be more than adequate. I also have what is called a RadWag 1500 TB scale, extremely accurate. It is used to weigh my pellets. I find that the Handler and Notman pellets are actually quite consistent in weight, and this particular pellet weighs in at 30 grains. This is actually also my pellet of choice, firstly because of its very high ballistic coefficient of 0.0950. It therefore seems to or tends to carry the distance when fired from a high-powered air rifle. What I also have is a Claris XT11, which is an additional flashlight which I use with its carry pouch, and that is used when I carry it on me actually. Other thing I use, which is very invaluable in any hunt, is a laser ball sighter. This particular model comes from Bushnell, and I use it normally to quick zero my rifle whenever I feel that I need to do it at specific intervals in time. I also have what is called a laser rangefinder in there with its carry case, obviously. This is called the Nikon 440. It's got a range of 440 meters, and I normally use it to range an object, obviously when I know my rifle's trajectory actually. That is basically what my hunting kit comprises. Also obviously camo clothing is a must. You need to blend in with the bush, and as I said, animals are extremely intelligent beings, and they do tend to sense danger whenever there is available. Anyway, the next thing I'll do is I'll speak about what happened yesterday at a friend's farm in the Swellendam area. It was extremely windy, but I managed to get the test completed. Right, as I said earlier on, I went down to a farm in the Swellendam area. It's about 2 hours drive from Cape Town, and I went to go and test some shots at a dam. The farm was about 175 meters above sea level, and from the one end of the dam to the other end, the water line itself, that was about 210 meters. The two embankments on either side, because of the drought in the Western Cape, South Africa, that was about another 4 meters on each side. So I would roughly say we're looking at about an additional 8 meters out. I fired a pellet from the one bank to a coconut which was housed in a metal housing on the other side. I measured it with a laser rangefinder, and it was about 250 meters. I did not want to fire it straight at the coconut because of the very, very windy conditions which I experienced at the time. So I thought, let me just see what power this rifle can generate with a Piledriver Pellet, and see where it drops. Does it go over the dam, or does it fall into the water? Well, it fell just short of the water line. In most instances it was about 5 meters before the water line. So the pellet seemed to carry for about 200 meters before dropping, and that was whilst aiming the reticle at the coconut, which was about 1.7 meters above the waterline of the dam. So at a distance of about 200 to 205 meters, I think on 2 occasions it actually went over, but that could be due to eddy currents which was formed by the wind. I really cannot answer that question, I'm going to be honest with you. So I found that this is an extremely powerful rifle, and I think it's a tribute and testament to the Koreans, to what they had designed. You know, they really just went the full Monty with the range of rifles, and kudos to them. They have produced a power plant which is very near that of a rimfire capability. I estimate from the distance I got with the Piledriver pellets, considering that it's got a ballistic coefficient according to the HNNE website of 0.095, which I had fed into Chairgun. I just punched in the figures, can't give you an exact figure. My chronograph has gone into Canada for repairs. I'm waiting for that to come back to verify the speed of this rifle, pushing a 30 grain pellet, but I can estimate from the drop which I got at the dam, it was roughly about 90 plus foot-pounds. I would dare say between 90 and 95 foot-pounds. That was without making any adjustments to the elevation turret. I do have to say, with the last 3-4 pellets, the Piledriver, I actually haven't shot with her very many times, but I had found that the pellet started conditioning to the barrel and vice versa. And I think with the last 4 shots, previously she was all over the place, but then she tended to straighten out. She obviously did not hit the concrete block, as that was not my aim, but some of the pellets hit with sufficient force, ricocheting off the water and into the embankment, and you can actually see a dust plume forming. So I have to say, at that distance, in my humble opinion, I think she packs quite a punch. Anyway, I shall now play the video for you as to what happened, and as I said, the wind was blown straight into my face, into the rifle, and I think the Sam Yang Snipe actually performed admirably well in the conditions put to a rifle and man. Anyway, I shall play the video for you now.